The three main emotions I did was anger, shame, and then empowerment, because I still want people to feel like they can speak out. But I've kind of like merged all the emotions because it's quite contradicting. People might feel angry and then you might feel sad the next day, you might feel fine. So it's just it's all a bit chaotic. But I have done a lot of anger, I think, is my main one.
In October 2023, a final year now graduate BA Textile Design student specialising in print began the process of creating an activist runway collection to raise awareness about the difficulties female victims face following their experience of sexual abuse.
I look down for you in the middle of my pain.
Mine's a runway with three categories, so it starts off as crime, so I'd have all the models walking out, and there's blood explosions and stuff, because that's basically to get the audience to be enticed in. And then it goes on to how the women feel after like violence like that, and then goes into campaigning with all the posters and stuff.
I reach down further, calling out your name.
I created a survey for my dissertation actually to link to how different emotions that people link to a colour, like colour therapy to people. And I also did ones about if anyone's had experiences, how safe they feel on nights out. So that really helped actually. So a lot of my colours are red, black, and like grey, but I also did a lot of surveys to find out what people linked to different emotions, like the different colours. For shame, for example, like it's a lot of grey and muted colours.
Always I'm searching for a long lost piece of heart.
Is there a particular art to get in the big nice and even?
Kind of. You kind of just do it like at an angle and then do like 4 to 6 times and it should be fine. And then it's like that. I linked it to the Yorkshire Ripper again. It was basically it was about how the police blame women, but like shouldn't be a thing. And that's kind of what I wanted to show through. It's not the woman's fault, but it's a lot of blame around it. I started off with a lot of my crime stuff, and I think that gave me a lot of stuff to work with. The prints for the emotional campaign came a lot later, January, February time. It's just more about researching the painting from that. I did a lot of painting, for example, angry. I painted listening to angry music, tried to feel how someone could feel. Drew the visualisations of how I'd want it to look on a model, so that helped as well.
As it developed, Anna's Warped Truth project gathered interest both locally and nationally.
I sought and found you, like a fire in the deepest parts.
When you first heard about Anna's idea for her collection, what did you think? What were your first thoughts?
I thought it was a really brave thing to be talking about. I think it's something that a lot of people don't speak about. Obviously at first her collection started as looking at crime, which I thought was really interesting, and then as it became more of a campaign for survivors of sexual assault and raising awareness, I just thought that was such an amazing thing to be doing. I think it's something that even if it helps one person, and the fact that she's getting that noise out there, like that's just so worth it. I also think it's really original. You don't see it that much within textiles. So it's really nice to see something so brave and so different and so new.
I will hold on to you no matter what comes. I will hold on to you no matter what comes. No night can last forever, no storm will tear us apart.
How did Anna's prints first make you feel when you saw them finished?
So when I saw the finished collection all together, obviously I'd seen little bits as she was making it, but when I saw it all together, you could really see the sort of how impactful it was. I was so proud, but also it was very moving to see it sort of all as one. It's such a brilliant collection, and we've got such subtle bits and such bits that are really impactful and are really out there, especially with the posters. So it was really, I really loved seeing it all together.
So I found like a lot of figures such as like 1 in 4 women are raped and stuff like that. So and a lot of my friends, unfortunately, and like a lot of women in general, I find have had like experiences. So I kind of tried to like make a collection that would help people, even if it helps one person, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know you've looked at the Me Too movement as well. So I was like,
Yeah.
say, Yorkshire Ripper was a few decades ago, but it's obviously still resonates today. Me Too movement and everything is still very prominent.
Yeah, and like even people speaking out,
Yeah.
like the Me Too movement really helped that. So I think with a collection like this, hopefully it will encourage more people to speak out.